哇，大家好，我是 The Time Teller。今天我带给你们看我的 Daniel Wellington。
Dude, wait, dude, no. 不要骗他们. What's going on, guys? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. I have a special episode for you. What's going on, everybody? So, I am here with one of my best buddies, Austin.
What's up? Good to be here.
And we had a little bit of fun in the intro speaking Chinese because we're talking about another Chinese watch in this episode. A watch that you guys have been asking me about constantly. You probably get a message a couple times a day asking me about this watch. And we are speaking none other than the Daniel Wellington. Yes, I know you guys want my opinion on Daniel Wellington. You guys want me to rip it to threads. You guys want me to slaughter Daniel Wellington. And that's what I'm going to do today. So brace yourself, buddy.
It's 8:27. Let's get down to business.
Oh my god. Okay, so I think it'd be best, it makes sense to first get his opinion on the whole ordeal. So what do you think about Daniel Wellington?
Well, first off, this was definitely a gift from a very special person. I don't really know a lot about watches, and as someone who's not a big collector or anything, I actually really like this watch for what it is. It's pretty simple. It's light. It pairs well with a lot of my other outfits, any outfit actually. There's not much more I'm asking for, and so that's why I like it.
Awesome. Okay, these are all very good points, and they're actual points that I would like to elaborate on from a watch enthusiast standpoint. Okay, so firstly, I'm going to echo this. You're not what you would consider to be a watch enthusiast.
Definitely not.
Okay, perfect. Well, newsflash, guys. If you're watching this video, you probably are a watch enthusiast, and Daniel Wellington is not marketing to you guys. Okay, second of all, you mentioned that it's pretty simplistic design-wise, right?
Simple, very light.
And that appeals to you, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, and I actually do understand the appeal of a fairly simple watch. I know Frederic Constant has some slimline dress watches. I think they're also quartz that are very, very flat, very simple. If you look at this Daniel Wellington, there's no Arabics, very slim indexes, very, very, very slim, fine hands. And yeah, it's a very kind of subdued watch. Okay, and I think, honestly, as an accessory or even as a watch, you could do much worse as far as choosing something maybe like this, or like this. Because, okay, let's be honest, most people that don't know a lot about watches, they're drawn to things that are like really grotesque, really chunky. You could do a lot worse than a Daniel Wellington, especially if you look at it as an accessory, and I know I'm going to get a lot of heat for that. People are going to be like, you're creating another category to be nice to your friends Daniel Wellington. Well, no, guys. Okay, is Daniel Wellington like a legit wristwatch? Not really by my standards, but I mean, it is some. I know.
I'm not that.
It is something that tells time, but I think what they're selling it as is an accessory. So you guys are gonna be like, oh, well, why don't you consider Movados and Invictas accessories? Well, because, okay, if you look at it as an accessory, would you really want to be wearing one of these on your wrist? Or one of these on your wrist? No! A lot of you guys are going to be asking me about my opinions on, how it's made. Well, one of my issues with Daniel Wellington is they kind of have this Shinola complex, okay? They talk about 3 different regions in their marketing. Okay, so it has a Japanese movement, it's Swiss designed, but it's manufactured in China. Okay, so just pick one, okay? Honestly, just pick one, because to be honest, it's a Chinese watch. It does have a Miyota movement, it's actually a decent movement, but it's a Chinese watch.
Even through everyday use, it's still in tip-top shape. Nothing wrong with that.
I don't actually see any scratches on the crystal or even on the case. They're actually, I'm going to get some close-up shots, but there isn't much case to be scratched. It's like incredibly thin and minimalistic. And again, that's part of the appeal, right? So would I recommend one to you as a first watch? No, probably not. I would recommend, an Orient Bambino or a Seiko SNK 809. I think those are great first watch options. You're getting a ton of watch for the money. For around $100 with an Orient Bambino, you could be getting a fully automatic Japanese-made watch. Same with the Seiko. And one of my issues with Daniel Wellington is their pricing. Okay, they're above $100. I think, honestly, I know you got yours as a gift, very nice gift, but I think it should be, you know, a little bit closer to maybe below $100 if I'm totally honest. But comes on a decent enough strap. It looks very clean looking watch. Would I own one? Probably not, but I'm also in a very different market. Okay, I would not be one of their ideal customers. Would you be interested in one? Well, I guess you have to make that decision, but if you're watching this video, I would say probably not. You're probably more interested in other watches, right? You would probably consider yourself a watch enthusiast if you're even watching this video. What are these, around 120 bucks, Daniel Wellingtons?
Roughly.
Okay.
Like, for what it's worth, you know, as someone who doesn't really know that much, I'm still just pleased with what it is.
Awesome. And
Would I buy it?
Awesome.
Honestly, since I don't know much, probably, and that's probably why they're targeting people like me. But you know, it looks nice, right? And
okay.
To justify the ends, you know.
That's perfect, and this is what I'm getting at. Honestly, like, if I heard that he went out and bought a Daniel Wellington, I wouldn't actually be that upset.
Just
because
across the face.
Yeah,
no,
I'm just if he were to get one of these new Movados, or God forbid he bought Shinola with because that's a lot more money. Okay, if he told me, hey Jory, I spent $120 on a Daniel Wellington. Okay, you got a Chinese-made quartz watch. At least it's not offensive. It looks okay. It looks somewhat refined. And I haven't heard of these breaking all over the place. But if he told me, hey Jory, I just spent, you know, $400 to $600 on a Movado, and I just spent $1,000 on a Shinola, I would be so disappointed. I wouldn't talk to you anymore. I don't know if that's an okay stance, being like, so how do I feel about Daniel Wellington? Well, I think you could do worse. No, like, honestly, if you're a watch enthusiast, you're probably not ever even going to consider buying one at all. Anyway, my cats are sprinting in and out of the room. But he's happy with it, right? You're happy with it.
It's for the looks, right? You know, I know a lot of you guys probably are more into, you know, how it works, how it's made, but for just a simple person, it looks nice, and so.
Hey, and if he's happy with it,
yeah,
then that's all that matters, man. I don't really care. And this kind of comes back to my overarching theme of this channel, which is like, I'm not scared to tell you guys my opinions. I'm definitely not scared to tell him my opinion. We're close friends, but just do what makes you happy, okay? And if you disagree with me, that's fine. You're gonna tell me in the comment section anyway. But and if you do agree with me, awesome. And if my input helps you to come to some kind of conclusion, even better. But who knows? Maybe someone, after seeing the close-up shots of this watch, will want to buy a Daniel Wellington. And although I wouldn't necessarily recommend one for a first watch, because again, I think there are other options, Orient Bambino, Seiko SNK 809. It's not like I'd be totally disgusted if you did purchase one. I know a lot of other watch aficionados, horologists, think they're totally blasphemous, but I would rather, I'm going to say it on camera, I'm going to say it. Should I say it? I'm going to say it.
Yeah, just go for it.
I would much rather you buy a Daniel Wellington than a Movado. There. Oh my god.
Done.
Okay,
Yeah,
there.
I said it.
Alright, fine. Alright guys, so thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this little kind of, I don't know, I guess it's kind of a watch rant about Daniel Wellington. I don't normally film on Sunday, but here we are. And guys, please, I want to remind you, my 10,000 subscriber watch giveaway is still going on, so if you don't enter, then well, I'm going to have to give the watch. Yeah, he'd love it. He would love it. So if you don't want him, a Daniel Wellington owner, to get a Seiko SKX 007, then you should click the link in my description below to enter that giveaway, because you could be walking away with a brand new watch. And yeah, guys, I want to thank you so much for subscribing. We are well past 10,000 subscribers now, and it's all because of you. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please click that subscribe button. It takes 1 second, and it helps me out a ton. And while you're at it, you can click that little bell icon so you do not miss an episode of The Time Teller. There's just so much more awesome content on the way, and you don't want to miss it. I'm telling you guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with other watch enthusiasts, other people that you think would enjoy this. And I'm Jory Goodman, The Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just, what the fuck?